Monday. Tiny House Dreaming here. I can say it because this is my first clip of this series or episode or whatever we calling them. I got my little tripod-y thing when I was home. I ordered one from Amazon and it came, so I'm able to put my camera on the dash and talk to you guys without having to hold it. Hey. Okay, you guys, I'm obviously awake. It's like 10:30-ish in the morning. I got my load. I did end up spending the night in Fontana. See, I'm back here. And what happened? Oh, so I just dropped my load. I got unloaded about like 5:10 or something in the morning. And I just headed back here. I've been here all night. I turned down 2 loads because they kept trying to keep me in California with a night or weekend night dispatcher person. And I told him, nope. I talked to my fleet manager. He is trying to get me out of here. I'm not going back to Sacramento to nobody's Costco. I mean, I'll go to Costco, but not in Sacramento. But, so yeah, I just told him no. And he tried to, this was like maybe 6 o'clock in the evening, like right as I parked here. And I was like, no. And he was like, well, I don't know if we'll have anything getting out of California. I'm trying to get you to the Bay Area because there's more things going out. And I was like, no, because y'all told me that last time when I was here on July 4th. They kept telling me, oh, we're trying to get you somewhere where there's stuff going out of California. And I ended up being in California for a week, just bouncing back and forth from NorCal to SoCal. I was like, oh, no, I learned my lesson. So I told him no. And he said, well, I don't know if there'll be anything tonight. So I can either give you this and you can go to Sacramento and get something out of there, or you can sit and wait. And I said, well, I guess I'll be sitting and waiting, especially because I didn't have a lot of time on my clock anyways. So by the time I picked up the load, it was in Ontario at a Sam's Club. And I've been there quite often. I really don't like going to that because it's like a drop and hook, so it's a good and a bad. The good thing is they always have your load ready for at least all my loads. I've been there maybe 4 times already. This would have probably been my 5th. They always have my loads ready. Like right when I get there, I never have to wait. So that's the good. The bad is, man, they parking is tight. To me, I know it's going to be some people that's been there that's like, it ain't that bad. Well, to me, their parking is tight and there's not a lot of pull-up room. So you always have to come at it in like a, well, most of the time. And there's a couple easy spots that are straight back, but those are always already taken. But I always have to like alley dock into a tight fit space. Like I don't mind alley docking if it's kind of a roomy spot because I'm not worried about hitting stuff too much. And I mean, when you get out and look, but this place is like, you got to alley dock into a skinny spot. And it's like literally maybe this much room, like half of my face between the trailer on either side. So like when you got to get back there, squeeze in to crank your landing gear, it's always a pain. So I really don't like going there. I mean, I like it that the stuff is already ready, but like, man, it's a struggle. So I'm good. But I mean, that didn't stop me from going. If that was going out of California, I would go there to pick up by all means. But the fact that I don't like where I'm picking up at and you want me to go to Sacramento, no. And then so at 4 o'clock in the morning, he woke me up and how about this pre-plan? Sending me the same load. I said, dude, I already told you no. I'm not going to Sacramento. No, I will sit and wait. Frustrating me because I'm sleeping. Like now at this point, I can't really get back to sleep. I mean, I finally did maybe 7 o'clock in the morning, but it took me forever to go back to sleep. I'm such a light sleeper. And like once I'm awake and kind of focused, like if I wake up and just kind of turn around for a minute, I can go right back to sleep. But if I wake up and have to like use my thinking cap for a second or like focus on something where I'm actually awake and like having a text back or something like that, then I'm awake. Like I can't really go right back to sleep. So yeah, I was kind of pissed. Like I already told you I'm not going to Sacramento. Like I don't understand what about that. Did you think because some hours passed that like my mind was going to change? No. And so I said, please don't send me nothing else. I'll wait till my fleet manager gets in the morning, which like 2.5 hours later, I think he gets there at like 6:30. So when he got in, he was like, is everything good? I said, yeah, because I was still awake at this point. because it was like 5 something my time, because he's in Salt Lake, so an hour difference. But anyway, so he worked it out. I said, yeah, don't try to send me that Sacramento trip because I'm not taking it. I've already said no twice. He was like, I'm not going to do that. So he's sending me to Idaho, guys, basically. All of that to say I'm going to Idaho. And I'm picking up in Gardena, California. It's like, I'm in Fontana. That's about 57 miles. LA traffic, that's like an hour and something drive. This morning there was like 3 accidents along the route, so it was like 2 hours. But as I keep checking the route, because I'm trying to, the problem is the place I'm going to is a really tight fit, or like a tight, yeah, it's gonna be a tight situation. I mean, I'm looking at it from the satellite view and like the Google 360, how you can like pan around to like see the situation. So I haven't actually been there and seen it, but it looks really tight. The notes from Prime say tight entrance and like tight, just everything looks tight because it looks like it's in a residential type neighborhood. But there's no truck stops or anything around it, so I can't like leave super early, and it's so tight that they're not like, Prime doesn't have a good number, because I wanted to call and say, how early can I get there? But usually small spaces like that, when they have an exact time, like it's not an open time frame, but it's an exact appointment time, they don't really like you to check in too much early, because they have trucks that had appointments before you, and it's such a tight space that if you get there and there's no space, there's nowhere for you to sit. Like literally there's just enough room to try to dock, and that's probably going to be a wiggle. So I'm kind of keep my eye on Google Maps to kind of see the route, to make sure like if there's accidents when I need to leave here. I don't want to leave too late where I get there late, but I don't want to leave too early because I won't have anywhere to park, because I doubt that they're going to let me park on their property, just because there is no room to park on their property. Maybe I'll do a satellite view and try to add a little clip up here so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about and get adjusted when I say that. But so it's right now Google's saying an hour and 10 minutes away, so I kind of am just checking it. I was planning on leaving at 11, because earlier it was like saying like an hour and 51 minutes or an hour and 31 minutes or something like that. And I mean, usually places like that, if you get there 30 minutes, between 30 minutes and your appointment time, you're kind of safe. But this place is so small, I really don't even want to, because what I don't want them to do is turn me away, and like there's nowhere to sit outside. There's like active railroad tracks on the street, so there's no like street parking right outside of it. Because it's a residential area, I don't want to have to be like circling blocks to get back around or any of that, because you're chancing it. Like, can I turn right and left on these residential streets? I haven't seen it, so I don't know how tight it is. So I'm kind of just trying to judge perfectly of when to leave here, so when I get there, I'm maybe 20 minutes at the most early. And, you know, like, it looks like I might have a little strip, because I don't know. It's sketchy. But it looks doable. There's other trucks in the Google satellite thing that are there. So obviously the trucks got in there. If they can get in there, I should be able to get in there too. But my appointment's at 1. So like I said, it's like almost 11. It's probably like 10:50 right now. So I'm going to be headed out in a little bit. I have to go sweep out my trailer. Yeah. I'm going to probably change out of my clean clothes to sweep out my trailer and throw on what I had on yesterday. But other than that, my day's just getting started. I'm just checking in. First clip of the day. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Although I don't know when you'll see this. It's Monday for me here making this. Depending on how many clips I get together, I might post this probably tomorrow-ish. So whenever you see this, I hope you're having a great day. I will talk to you guys later. Everybody, so I made it to my shipper here in Gardena, California, and my last video I was telling you how you have to line yourself up when I locked my keys out. See the black bumper on the dock? This is the dock, and then let me see. I don't know if you guys can see the actual black bumper right here. Right here is on my trailer. So you always want to line those up and make sure that they touch to make sure that you see the, let's see that apparatus? That's part of the dock, and it comes up and folds over to make like one smooth thing so the forklifts can drive in and out the truck, and there's not like a gap between the back of the trailer and the dock door. So if you're not lined up right, that thing can't open and like attach or whatever it does from their end. So that's what I was getting out to look at, to make sure I was lined up properly when I locked my keys out. This time I have my key that obviously goes in the ignition. But I did grab it, so $200 later, and I mean, I always knew the lesson, because you don't never mean to lock yourself out, of course. Thank you for everybody who has been telling me, put a key in the engine compartment, hide a key somewhere, put a key around your neck. I probably won't do the around your neck thing just because I'm not going to remember to put something around my neck every day. That's kind of, I mean, you see I don't really wear a lot of jewelry or anything hanging on me. But I'm usually pretty good about grabbing my keys. I just have not really even forgot. It just so happened that I accidentally hit the lock button. I mean, I wasn't trying to grab my keys and like forgot, because I was just going to the back of the trailer. But I will, I'm not gonna, because I'm on YouTube and people might see my truck around, like the wrong person might try to break in my truck. But I will have a secondary means of getting in my truck as soon as I get more keys made. Right now I have 2 keys. I have the key that's in my ignition, and then I have the key that hangs on my dirty little unicorn that I love so much. I need to get another one made, either at a Freightliner, probably not going to do that, or next time I'm at a terminal, I'll get one made. But anyways, I'm just checking in, letting you guys know I made it. Oh, you want to see the tightness? So I guess I'm going to still, well, by this time you'll have seen the screenshot of like the satellite view. But here's where I came in. I'm going to try to make sure you guys can see. That's where I came in. And I came in from this direction. Can you see my finger? From that direction, like I was driving this way and came in. And then this is how it looks. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is how the shipper looks. So, like, you literally have to pull in from the street. And I had to kind of pull straight ahead to, oh, well, I cut really close to like where I'm at now, and I pulled up there towards that open loading dock that you see. And then I kind of, I guess what you do an offset back. So it's tight, but it's not nearly as tight as I was kind of anticipating it. I mean, it's a little bigger than what I anticipated it by looking at the screenshots that you guys have seen in the last clip. But, it wasn't that difficult. Now, getting out. I'm still figuring that out, because next to me, I have like, here, maybe we can just walk. We're going on a field trip together, guys. We ain't doing nothing else. See? Next to me, I have these big barrels. So when I pull out, and you see how the fence is like right here. So it's not like there's a super wide opening. The opening is just like a decent sized driveway. But for a big truck, I mean, maybe not so decent. But because these barrels are stacked here, I have to pull out enough to clear the barrels with my trailer. So let's kind of, I'll try to give you guys a good perspective. I'm going to go stand next to the barrels. So that much of my trailer is sticking out. Like, you see the end of the barrels. I have all of that So I could kind of I can probably pull up a little bit and swing wide to get out. And I mean, I have a little over half of my trailer still that I have to make sure I clear to get out. Or like I was thinking the other option I had, but I don't know that it's a smart option. I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. But I could just pull forward and try to do like a big U-turn right here, and then just come out, you know, be coming out where my truck is parked, like be coming out that way. So I'll figure it out. I don't know. Maybe I'll even, sometimes when I'm not sure, like a couple times, when I'm not really sure what the best option is, I will ask. I'll just say, hey, I'm a pretty good driver. It's kind of tight in here. When people are usually parked at this dock, how do they usually exit your property? Do they U-turn out or do they swing wide? Because when you're sitting in the truck, you can like see that's the end of the thing. It's not really a lot of room to swing wide. And I do have, like I said, you guys seen over half, my lip is splitting, over half the trailer to clear, but you know, so it doesn't hit those metal keg things on the side, which I definitely ain't trying to destroy nobody's property, my own property, none of that. So it might be actually smarter to U-turn out and go that way versus trying to pull up enough and turn enough, because that's not a lot of clearance right there. Now that I'm actually up here and sitting in the truck, it's not a lot. But anyways, guys, I've been rambling for too long. I will check in with you guys a little bit later. If I had a way to like show you how I'm getting out, I would, but I don't know. I have my little, where does it go? It's somewhere in here. My tripod thing. Yeah, here we go. I have my tripod. See, this is what I used to film with earlier when I was still in Fontana. And these things bend. Like, see how they bend so like they can hang on stuff. So maybe, but I don't really have anything to hang it on is the thing. I was gonna say maybe I can try to hang it up and put my phone so you guys can see out the window and see which way I did. But I don't really have anything to like hang it on up here. So I probably would just tell you guys what I did, to be honest. But I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna go pull ahead and make I don't know. I might ask the lady, like, how do people normally get out of here? Because if I pull ahead, I mean, I guess there's enough room to turn wide. Now I'm just like thinking through it with you guys and whatever. This is a 9-minute video. I'm gonna let you guys go. I will talk to you later. Bye. As you can see, the option that I chose, I am turning around, so that's where I was, and coming out, and all is well. All right, I'll talk to you later. The beginnings of LA traffic. We're actually moving. It's 2:37, so it's not too bad, but this is the beginning of it.